Road trip! Not really. Not much of a road trip. We're going about 45 minutes down the road, actually going to my parents' house. My mom has a 65 Mustang. I painted this car like 15 plus years ago, maybe. Nothing crazy. We just blocked it down and put some nice paint on it. Other than that, everything else is pretty much original. So I'm gonna run over here. I'm gonna see if we can get it loaded up in the trailer. I'm gonna get it back to the house, see if we can get it running. That way maybe we can sell the drivetrain that's in it or do something else with that. And then I'll tell you what we're gonna do with it, kind of go over the car, look at it, ins and outs of it, all that good stuff. But yeah, so in the Ram 2500 right now, I got the enclosed behind me. So we're gonna see if we can get over here, get it loaded up, get it back to the house, and I'll show you guys what we're working with. Oh, it's just your random golf cart driving down the side of the highway. I guess it beats walking. So my first car, 68 Camaro, sits over there. That car is coming by. You couldn't see it. Hopefully I can get it on the way back through. So he's got a couple of cool old trucks over there. I think one of them is like an original, I think it was a Ford F-100, and I wanted to say had like 30,000 original miles on it or something, but I sold him this 68 Camaro when I was like 17 or 18. So long time ago now, like 22, 23 years ago maybe. Well, anyway, I tried to buy it back from him because I really want it back, and it's still exactly how I sold it to him. I don't think anything's been touched or done to it. It's just sat over there, but you know how that story goes. They're gonna build it, or son wants it, grandson wants it, somebody wants it, but it's like, I want it back because I would build it. So hopefully it pans out one day. I can actually get that car back because it sat in our driveway over here at my parents' house. I think my dad bought that car when I was like 3 or 4 years old. Gave it to me when I was 15 or 16. I remember my grandfather, I pulled the carburetor off. He went through, showed me how to rebuild a carburetor. We stuck it back on there. The thing fired right up, ran perfect. I drove it around. And then for whatever reason, I traded it off for a Nova. And just terrible idea. Bad decisions. That's that story I'm going to tell one day where it's like, I used to have a 68 Camaro, and oh, it was just such a great car. Oh well, stuff happens. Right here, this guy's normally always got an old truck or two. Yeah, see the old Ford pickup right there. Not much scenery on this route. We're going middle of nowhere. Uh-oh, we do get some excitement. Somebody had a wreck. All right, coming into the old hometown. Got a blinking light. That's it. Nothing else. I think, not sure what the population here is. I can't remember. It's not a lot. I think my graduating class was like 50 something people, maybe. That might be too. Maybe somebody I went to school with could chime in on that. If it were more than that, I would be shocked. I think that's about what it was. But yeah, there's cool little place. Everybody's super cool, super friendly. It's a nice place to grow up. But yeah, it's small. All right, finally made it. All right, so we're picking up the Mustang. Dad's also got a Ford truck over here. He really, really loves it because it's got 200,000 miles on it. Smoking like a freight train. Well, it's not so much now. Rattles like crazy. Sounds like a can of BBs. It's got the 5.4 in it, right? That's why we don't swap those things in anything. All right, loaded up, strapped down, headed back. So hopefully we'll get there in about 45 minutes. Maybe we got enough daylight we can work on it out in the driveway. I just want to see if we can get it running. It's a fuel issue, I believe. So we'll look into that a little bit, see if we can get it running and going, because like I said, I don't know anything I'm gonna do with that drivetrain. So at least if I can get a good little clip of it running, I think that'll be good. And then hopefully in this video, I'm gonna find some time somewhere to try to get the detached garage all cleaned up, floor painted and all that stuff. Probably wishful thinking, it won't happen, but we'll try to see if I can get there. Try to see if I can do it. Well, all right, there she is. Got her to the home garage. Not a terrible looking car. Oh yeah. All right, so we knew we were having a bit of a fuel issue. When I went over there the other day, we were just kind of hanging out. Dad said he couldn't get it started, so I went out there to try to see what was going on. Notice that the accelerator pump was clean locked up on this sucker. I mean, this guy wouldn't move at all. So took it to the shop, we cleaned out the carb, got the passage cleared to the squirter, put a new accelerator pump in it. Carburetor works great, but then after we got that figured out, not getting any fuel up to the carburetor. Kind of a problem. All right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and see if the fuel lines are stopped up. Probably. I would say with the way that carburetor looked, everything was stopped up. Dad also told me he poured gas in it. All the gas came out. We got to fix that. Then we got a rotten line by the tank. We're just going to do some quick replacements on that stuff, the lines, just to get fuel up there, get it running, just, you know, because we're pulling this drivetrain out. So no big deal. But check it out. I mean, not a bad car. Paint still held up really nice. This guy that we got it from, kind of the story on this car was this was a neighbor of ours. So he brought it to us. We painted it, you know, just did a quick block down on it, just a nice refinish. Just a driver car, but looks really good. Now, he drove it all the time. Snow, rain. I mean, every time you looked out the door, he was driving it. So it's been through some abuse. Interior looks really good. It's supposed to be original. I do believe the carpet's been replaced. Headliner definitely looks original. Seats look really good. I'm not so sure that they're original, but they're old. They very well could be. Gauges, all that good stuff looks really nice. And check out those bad boys. 13s, baby. Got the hubcaps. They're so small. But anyway, yeah, cool car. So the plan, V8 swap. Why not, right? Get a little more power in it, a little bit of a better daily driver, throw some AC at it. You know, it'd be a good one to run down the street. Nice little quick car, good grocery getter for Mom, right? Yep. So that's the plan anyway. I've got a 289 for it. We're going to bring it back over here. We're going to rebuild it. And then car fix on Motor Trend. Better be watching that. Make sure. We're hopefully taking it there pretty soon. We're gonna yank this out here. We're gonna go ahead and try to refinish. Now this is the plan. Our plans don't typically always work out. We're gonna try to go ahead and refinish everything in here, firewall and all that, get it good, nice and clean. Take it down there, do some filming, hopefully slide that 289 in there and get it running. Gonna throw some Holley parts at it, fuel injection, all that good stuff. But for now, we're just gonna get this inline 6 running because, hey, somebody out there probably needs it, right? Want to make sure it runs good for somebody else because I don't need it. The hell am I going to use it for? A good boat anchor to me. All right. Well, we got to start moving stuff out of the shop. We got the mean Patine right there. See that girl? 71 C10, LT1 powered, 6-speed. She's fun. But, yeah, like I was saying on the ride over, I'm going to try to get this place cleaned out. We're going to go ahead and move this in, see if we can start figuring out some of these fuel issues and get it going. so we've got it up. Right there's that fuel line. So man, that thing is like, it's like paper. All right, hopefully all the fuel's leaked out of it already. I would say it probably has. And look at, look how small. Man, it's crazy. All right, so what I can see of it is fuel lines coming out right here. You can focus in, you can see it running down the wheel well right there. Then it runs all the way down drive shaft tunnel. And from here, at least up there to the pump, there's no inline filter here. So we'll stick one in, we'll replace this little hose right here, see if we can get some fuel up to it. Hopefully the pump's good. It looks like somebody had replaced it at some point. So I'm gonna run out to the parts store, see if I can find that. Maybe we can get some fuel. Alright, so we got it disconnected back there. I'm going to disconnect it right here where the rubber hose is. We're going to blow through this line. I've got a feeling we got a lot of crud in there. Oh yeah, that was stopped up. Yeah, it definitely didn't want to go. It blew something out. Let's get a couple gallons in it and see what we've got. Let's turn it over and see if we can get anything up there. I think we would have moved some fuel. All right, nothing there. Oh, that could be we have a bad pump. All right, I'm just gonna yank this pump off of here. It looks like at some point it's been replaced. I don't know if the guy had it before, replaced it. Maybe he was having a fuel problem, but I remember kind of questioning it. So we were just having these weird little issues. Yeah, it's definitely fairly new. Now, if I had a vacuum pump here, we could pull vacuum on it and see if the diaphragm is busted. I'm wondering if that's maybe what's going on. But I might have one of these at the shop. I don't know if the parts store have one in stock or not, but we'll see. I don't want a pump anymore, Jeremy. I'm ready for a V8 and more power. 6 cylinders are stupid. All right, so no parts store had a pump in town. Me and the kids came over here to see if we could find one, and back in the junk, we've got an inline 6 right here. It has a pump on it. Not sure if it's any good. It's a little different. It looks like a smaller 6-cylinder, but I don't know my 6 cylinders. But I'm going to yank this one off, see if it'll work. All right, we got it. Actually, looks like it's not all that old either. just one we pulled out of an old project or what. Even the gasket's still nice on it. So maybe the bolts up and work. So you can see this has got a huge mounting section on the bottom, got the filter up top obviously, which is different, and we've got both our ports right up front where it was coming in, so I had to reconfigure that one line a little bit. So see if I can find a bottle, stick on this fuel line, turn it over a couple times, and just make sure we're getting gas up to the carburetor. Hopefully you can see a little gas pumping into that bottle. What we got, guys? We got gas or what? Well, I wish it was that easy. I wish one of you could just say, yeah, man, you got it. All right, cool. Hell yeah. That's getting somewhere now. All right, I turned it over a few times. Let the bowls fill up. Not sure if we can see in there. Yep, but she's squirting. Man, I wish I had 3 hands. I could put a light in there. All right, I'm not sure if the battery's got enough. But let's see. Just like that. That's what I love about these old cars. Fuel, fire, runs. Make sure we're not leaking anything anywhere. Not bad. Now if she'll move. Got reverse, got neutral, got drive. All right, gonna give it a quick little driveway run here. Yep, carburetor does pretty good. Getting fuel, doing what it's supposed to do. Definitely needs a tune-up. I'd say some plugs, wires. It's kind of like it's got an exhaust leak too, which I'm not too worried about that right now, but Might check it out and see what it is. But yeah, you can hear her. She's a little rough. Might go back and give her the seafoam treatment. See what she does then. Yeah, that's definitely got an exhaust sleep somewhere. She's brappy. Oh, it's spun him. All right, we're gonna add a little seafoam to her. She might not be happy with us for a second, but I used not to trust in any of this stuff. But this actually, it really works. We did some stuff with these guys in the past, and I was blown away with what it actually does. I've got an old four-wheeler I've had up there since I was a kid. Wouldn't run, carbs all junked up. I was about to tear it all apart. I poured a little bit of this in it, let it run. It's been great ever since. Didn't even have to take anything apart. So it actually works pretty good. Now she's probably gonna smoke like a freight train for a minute. But we're gonna feed it to her if the fan will let us. Hey, I found our exhaust leak. It smokes quite a bit when you do it. I don't know if you can see that, but it really seems to help sometimes, especially when they've been sitting up for a while. There's a hole there. Huh, interesting. Two of them. That also could be a little bit of our rough idle problem. All right, yeah, so I knew we had that. Sounded like an exhaust leak. So what I figured out, it's missing the piece coming out of the manifold that runs up to the choke. And started digging through the car, and there it is. So hopefully we can get all this back together, get rid of that leak, maybe to smooth things up just a little bit more. It's already running pretty good. Much better. All right, I'm gonna adjust the air fuel on it a little bit. I think we're about good to go now. Take the idle down just a little bit now. It like that. All right. Get down just a little more. We just need a new spring. Yeah. That old spring's not getting it all the way back. Sounds pretty good now. Get a spring on there, we'll go for a ride. Oh man, night and day. A little seafoam through there, fixed those couple of leaks, adjusted the air fuel. Man, I love old school stuff. It's so easy to just get this stuff back going. Luckily we just had fuel. That's all we really had to worry about. All right, I was about to chance it and go to the road, but we need more fuel before I do that. Everything looks good. Temp's good, been running for a while. Fuel not so good. Luckily we're just in the driveway. Well, all right guys, not too bad for I'd say just a full day's work. Got the shop cleaned out a little bit, getting it prepped to paint the floor so we can start doing some more stuff out of the home garage, since I like to try to be at home with the family and not at the shop so much. And, you know, we can kind of split some of that content up a little bit. But we got the Mustang running, so we know the drivetrain's good. Getting super excited about it now to get that V8 in here. It's going to be a super fun car. We're going to do a disc brake swap. We got a rear end swap. Modify the suspension a little bit, but not too crazy. Maybe. You never know once I get started with it. I'm going to try to maintain myself, though. I'm going to try to calm down, just build us a good driver. But, yep, super excited about it. Should be a lot of fun. Glad we got it running. Luckily, it was just a fuel issue. We didn't have to get anything else. We got the accelerator pumps taken care of in the carb. We were able to swap that other fuel pump onto here and actually make that one work. Found there a couple of exhaust leaks over there, which helped a lot, and ran some of that seafoam through it. And, hey, it runs really, really good now. So what I'm probably going to do, maybe I can do it before I get this video together. Going to run down to the fuel station, throw some fuel in it, and see if I can just make some highway runs. But I think she's good to go. It's going to be a fun little car.